just let me know if you're unable to read out here. Okay. So we will be discussing in this chapter about something called transformation. Transformation means we will be changing the identity, not changing, we will change the way a figure looks. This is called transformation. There are three types of transformations that we will learn. Few you have learned before, but we will see a little bit advanced version of those. The first one on which we will spend some time is called reflection. This is the problem with this software. It will just take away 1 minute. Huh? Yeah. So the first one is known as reflection. It actually identifies everything as double mark. Reflection. The next one is called rotation. Okay, reflection, rotation, and then translation. So we will cover one by one. We will first see how to reflect a figure. Reflect means, it obviously you have to understand. Reflection means there has to be a mirror, and how do you see the image? So यहाँ पे understanding is very important. Get your rulers out, get your pencils out, and if you need additional ruler, I can give you. Yeah. Okay. So let's understand the basic of reflection. So let's say first we will see very basic figures and draw in one side. Okay, do not what you call waste your entire paper. Now this is the Cartesian coordinate system, which is your x-axis and y-axis. I'm not drawing, like I'm not writing out which is x, but it's understood that this is your, here, this one. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. So let me take one diagram now. Okay. And the best ways are to always understand with, say, triangles. So let me say, I've drawn a triangle. Okay. Right. And I'm naming this triangle also. So let me say my triangle is A, B, C. Now, a couple of things which you will need to know. The x-axis. The x-axis may be called as x-axis, or if it is called as a straight line, the equation of the x-axis is y equal to 0. Are you aware of that? If not, try and understand. Somebody may tell you x-axis, or somebody may tell you around the line y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means it is the equation of x-axis. Very easy to understand. Like, what is this point? 0, 0. What is this point? 1, 0. 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. Y equal to 0. All the points that are there on the x-axis, their y coordinate is always 0. Minus 3, 0, minus 2, 0, minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0. And the equation of the y-axis is x equal to 0. Look at this point, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, all the x coordinates are 0. Is this clear or not? Have you understood? X-axis, the equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. The equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. Right? Now let us take the very first example, in which what we'll do, we'll try to reflect our triangle about the x-axis. That means the axis or the line on which you are trying to reflect, that line will act as your mirror image. So whenever they say on x-axis or y-axis, it's a very easy diagram. How is the diagram? Now just look at this point B. The point B is 2 units offset on the upper side. Look here. Don't try to do, because you don't know. This is something new. Just look at me. The point B is 2 units above x-axis. So B's image will be exactly 2 units below x-axis. Have you understood? This point will constitute my B prime. Clear? Similarly, C is 2 units, and from B to C, 1, 2, 3. So from B to C, 1, 2, 3, and C is exactly 2 units on top. So I come 2 units below. So 1 minute. So this would be, right, this is my C prime. Have you understood or not? It's very easy when you reflect around x-axis. Now B to A is how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So B to A would be 4 divisions down. And then join this. What have you done? You have actually found the reflection of triangle ABC on the x-axis. Have you understood? On the x-axis. Or the way it can be written is, this is the reflection of ABC on the x-axis, or we can say this is the reflection about the line y equal to 0. Samajh mein aaya? Right, fine. Now let's say we want to find the reflection about the y-axis. Now if you try to find the reflection of y-axis, then 1, 2, 3. So come 1, 2, 3 this side. This would be your point B prime, B double prime, and then 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this would be my C double prime, and B to A is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my A double prime, and I can now join them, and this is the reflection of Can you complete this? Try now. Try this simple one. Just try. Make a diagram anywhere. Try to reflect the diagram around the x-axis and try to reflect the diagram around the y-axis. Have you understood the basis on which this reflection happens? When it is around x and y, job is very easy. अब ये भी complete कर लो. Do it on all the 4 axes. X-axis is known as y equal to 0, y-axis is known as x equal to 0, but this type of transformation nobody will give you. This is very elementary, where you are trying to find out reflection about the x-axis and reflection about the y-axis. Anyone has any doubt in this understanding? पक्का समझ में आया? अगर समझ में आया तो थोड़ा आगे बढ़े. आप ये तो रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, आप इसे घर में भी कर सकते हैं. Shall I go ahead? Okay, let's go a little bit ahead and again try to see some more equations. Okay, next. Okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis. What is the equation? Y equal to 0, and what is the equation here? X equal to 0. Now say suppose, look at me. Somebody tells you that I have a line, the first example, I have a line whose equation is y equal to plus a, where a is a constant, Say this is something like y equal to plus 3, which will be better written as y equal to 3. Y equal to 3 means, what is y equal to 0? X-axis. Y equal to 3 means x-axis offset by 3 units on the positive side. 3 units on the positive side. Have you understood? So y equal to a will be a line like this. And say suppose somebody tells you, you should understand what is y equal to. Suppose somebody says y equal to minus 3. That means the x-axis has got offset by 3 units downwards. Is this understood or not for all? Okay. So for example, I'll just draw the 2 lines. So Suppose this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is my y equal to 3. This is my y equal to 3. Clear? Similarly, I can also have y equal to negative 3. 1, 2, 3. This is y equal to negative 3. देखो तो बच्चा ये समझ में आया? If you have understood this, cross check and ask yourself, have you understood y is equal to plus minus a, how to plot that line? Have you understood that? Can you now plot x equal to plus minus b? X equal to plus minus b means x equal to 0 is the equation of the y-axis. X equal to 2 means y-axis has got offset by 2 units on the right side. X equal to minus 2 means 2 units on this side. Clear? So shall I draw those two lines here itself? Let's try and draw. So we draw a line which is this line. Okay. What do I call this line? It has got offset by 1, 2, 3. Now this is x equal to 0. This is x equal to 3. This is my original origin, which is 0, 0. And then I need to also have a line which is y equal to negative 3. So this is y equal to x equal to negative 3. This is what you should first understand. And why did I make you do this? Because now the reflection they won't ask you to do the reflection on x-axis. They will say, reflect the given object or the diagram on the line y equal to 4. So you should first make y equal to 4 and then reflect it there. आपको बता रहा हूँ, ये चीज समझ में आया? ठीक है? All of you understood this part? चलो. Now what we do? Ashmita, all okay?
Yes, sir.
It's easy. So far, Ashmita has not asked anything. Sometimes वही तो है, पूछती है. सर आप बाकी लोग नहीं पूछते हैं क्या? नहीं, बाकी लोग कम पूछते हैं. Okay. Now see. Okay. So ये आप करो. आहा. Right. I'm asking you to reflect this object over reflect this object over y equal to 2. This is the first question. Reflect it over y equal to 2. So what is your mirror? Your mirror is now a straight line, which is y equal to 2, and draw your mirror with a dotted line. So first, do we know where is y equal to 2? Tell me what is y equal to 2. This is my x-axis, which means x-axis is y equal to 0. Y equal to 2 means the x-axis has got shifted by 2 units on the positive side. We'll make a dotted line out here. Let's make a dotted line. Yeah. And let's draw y equal to 2 first. This is y equal to 2. Now you have to reflect about this line. So make sure, and if you want to name the figure, we can name it all the nodes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You're not supposed to write inside, but just for clarity purpose, I have written. So point A is now how much? 1 unit above the mirror. So A's impression will come 1 unit below the mirror. Yes or no? Have you understood? Kirtan darling, very good. Keep understanding. That is very important in life. Somewhat like this. And then after this is done, you try to reflect this, try and reflect this around x equal to -2. Try and reflect this on x equal to -2. Nidhi, is it getting clear, beta? Have you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe there's some, I don't have a quadrant bigger than this. Just remember that you should first observe what is your mirror and then work from mirror. The initial examples that I gave you where we did around x and y axis, those will not come. But I'm upfront telling you, nobody will give you those because those are kiddo level. ठीक है, आराम से कीजिए. Don't leave any problem from the vector part. I will teach this one and Ashmita will again fall back to doing vector. ये आप घर पे भी कर सकते हैं. एक बार सीख लिया, so you just need to sit with one katora namkeen. Oh, not namkeen. We are from IGCSE. We always have popcorns and namkeens are all the desi fellows. Hey, Dhruv, why did you not come today?
Well, I took a nap.
How you have the audacity to say that I took a nap? अब मैं नैप ले लूं तो क्या करूं? मैं आऊं नहीं क्या यहाँ पे? मेरा दिल नहीं करता नैप लेने के लिए. है? मेरे शरीर में डीजल दौड़ रहा है क्या? I took a nap. Next time I see any pebble child attending from home, not with solid reason, right click the mouse and Zoom does not say that he has removed you from the call. It says he has kicked you out of the call. I don't know why Zoom uses that word. चलो हुआ कि नहीं? I've asked you to reflect. Another reflection also I've asked.
Yes.
X equal to -2. Anyone having problem? Ahiri, clear? Okay, this one.
Yes, sir. Fine.
X equal to -2. So first plot what is x equal to -2. Always remember, Kirtan, when they say x equal to -2 means the line is always parallel to y axis. You have to just flip it and understand. X equal to -2. So see what is the distance from the -2 line. Don't see from the y axis. Is it fine? See, 2 days of the new year is also over. The other day when you all came, new year had not yet come. Now 2 days are over. Time goes so fast. हाँ हो गया? X equal to -2. Could you do the reflection, all of you? If you think you are confident, then we can go ahead. हाँ या ना बोलो भाई. Are you confident? So my question to you is that if anybody tells you that you get a reflection of a given object around the axis, it's fine with you. That's kiddo stuff, but nobody will tell you that. And if somebody tells you get the reflection of an object around lines which are parallel to either axis. So if the lines are like y equal to plus minus a, they are parallel to the x-axis. If the lines are x equal to plus minus b, they are parallel to the y-axis. Now, two more interesting lines and observation. ठीक है, आइए अश्मिता मैडम आगे बढ़े.
Yes.
हाँ, जब तक अश्मिता ओके नहीं करते हम आगे नहीं बढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, आइए एक और तरह का लाइन देखते हैं. Right, sir? Now, two very interesting lines. Our first line is, I had explained this many times, but once again, y equal to x. Any straight line equation is always like this. Y equal to mx plus c. C is the intercept on y-axis. Anyways, you don't break your head here. You break your head on this one. Y equal to x. Y equal to x will always be a line which is at 45 degree to the x-axis and just crosses in this manner. This is positive slope. M means here the value of m is 1. So positive slope means always makes an angle which is an acute angle. So let's draw y equal to x first. So y equal to x will be passing exactly through the origin at 45 degree. So basically it will be touching the vertex of all the quadrants. Y equal to x. Y equal to x means, have you understood? If x is 1, y is 1, x is 2, y is 2, x is minus 1, y is minus 1, x 0, y 0. And how should be y equal to minus x? Ulta slope. So see the other one also. Bacha, we'll see another line, and the other line is y equal to negative x. Negative x means your slope is negative. So this time it should make an obtuse angle. So how the line should look? The line should look like this. Tick, 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 tick. The line will look like this. This is y equal to negative x. ये दोनों लाइन भी सीख लीजिए. So what all you have learned today? Y equal to 0, y equal to plus minus a, y equal to plus minus x. You also learned what is x equal to 0, x equal to plus minus b. That's it. And y equal to minus x. Negative slope, positive slope. Positive slope means always the angle will be acute. Negative slope means always the angle will be obtuse. This is the tough one. Now we will see a reflection about these sort of lines. यही आने वाला है, यही नहीं, इससे भी थोड़ा और कचरा करके आएगा. Yes, Kirtan darling, are your lines okay? I don't see the right side one as 45 degree. Okay, right, okay, good. Shall we go ahead? Okay, let's go ahead and let me okay, we'll draw once again, not an issue. So our next problem would be something like this. इसमें लेकिन पूरा ध्यान, listen to me, here, because I'll teach you only a trick, and that trick will make you draw every reflection. So pay utmost attention, right? And let's say ABC, somebody is now asking me, draw the reflection on the line y equal to x. Have you understood? So first we should make our y equal to x line. So tell me, what is y equal to x? Y equal to x is a line with a positive slope and at 45 degree with the x-axis. So 45 degree, let's just start. No. Okay, this is the line y equal to negative x. So this is y equal to negative x. Now it is interesting. Now we have to draw, sorry, y equal to x. Sorry. Y equal to x. And now we have to draw the reflection of this figure on y equal to x. अभी एकदम ध्यान दो मुझे, ठीक है? Now the easiest way to do this is take your scale, okay? Take your scale, try and understand what I'm trying to do. Now take any point, B or C, whatever is your choice. Let's say our choice is B, okay? Try to come from B perpendicular on this line, on the line. Try to come from B perpendicular. The best way to come ध्रुव तू इधर ध्यान दे, अभी बोला ना मैं, ये बार बार नहीं, ये मुश्किल है, ये वाला ये टफ है. So from B you try to come perpendicular. The way to come perpendicular is wherever B has touched, it will be touching one vertex of a small square. Do you observe that? This is the vertex. You try to position yourself in such a way that you, okay, anyways, एक तो ना ये डिस्टर्ब करेगा ऊपर से, okay, not an issue, yeah. So you try to position yourself in such a way that from B you are cutting across these vertexes and you're trying to come here. That way you'll automatically come as 90 degree. Okay, let me try and show you by, if I can rotate this one. Yeah, see, from B you try to focus B on this particular point. Have you seen this? Right at the joint. And now use some techniques, like you count 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, 4 diagonals. If you observe properly, maintain your scale in such a way that it is exactly on the diagonals. Okay, how many diagonals? Just count. 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, 4 diagonal. Is that understood by you or not? And come down. 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, 4 diagonal. This particular is my point B. Have you understood? Okay. Now we'll bring for C. Let's go with C. So we bring our scale, and with C again you align it. This is the easiest way to draw reflection. It will be easy when you're doing with your hand. Yeah. Not exactly. Yeah. Now look at C. अभी C में interesting observation है. देखो, हमेशा full diagonal नहीं आएगा. C is 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, half a diagonal. Again half diagonal. 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal. So C point is here. ये समझ में आया? Look how I have counted for C. 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, half a diagonal. So 3 and half. So this is another half. 1, 2, 3. Understood? Now since you have got C and B, if you have common sense, you know that A is going to lie on this side. But still, if you want to make A perfect, so we shift our ruler to A. One diagonal, two diagonal, three diagonal, four diagonal, five diagonal, and half, 5 and half. Half diagonal, one diagonal, two diagonal, three diagonal, four diagonal, 5. This is 5. बन गया. अब हमें हमारे पॉइंट्स मिल चुके हैं. आइए इन्हें जोड़ते हैं. This is your reflection. Who did not understand can ask me again. Not that difficult if you actually. So what can be a short question? A short question is what you have done now is actually a short question. Short questions can be that they will ask you, find the reflection of this image on the line y equal to x. है ना? एक अश्मिता ही सुन रही है मुझे, तो मैं इसी को पढ़ाता हूँ. सुनो बेटो. Ashmita, did you understand? So to draw the reflection on y equal to x is very easy. In the question, what they will do, in the question they will omit this line and will give you the two figures. बात समझ में आ रहा है? And in grade 9 and 10, the challenge is they won't ask you to do the transformation. They will ask you, mention the single transformation. What is the single transformation that gave rise to this figure? That is what you have to identify. So in this question, you will say that the figure has been reflected upon the line y equal to x. Did you understand? They won't ask you to draw the reflection. That is easy. They will give you this thing and ask you, like for example, if you look at the very first exercise and problems, they have said that draw the reflections. These are very easy. But if they give you two figures and they ask you, mention the single transformation to come to here, then what would you say? You'll say that the figure has been reflected over the line y equal to x. Now, once we do some problems with reflection, then we go to rotation. Then we will get a figure which has been rotated and reflected. Then they will ask you, mention the single transformation. So you have to say first rotation followed by reflection. And rotation also, they won't make you rotate around the origin. They will make you rotate around another point. So you have to basically find what is the axis of rotation. Are you understanding? Say, for example, if I'm right now here and I spin out here, I am rotating on this axis. But if this is the line and I move like this, then I'm rotating around this point. The question will come like that. So you have to find what is the axis of rotation. And then in the third case, we will understand what is translation. तीनों मिला के आपको दे देगा एक. And they'll say that write the single transformation. So let's now practice some reflection. Have you understood how to reflect? Right? Can you take up now, if you see your textbook, you have got some reflection diagrams. You can use your pencil also to do. The textbook, I can open the textbook out here, Kirtan, for you, don't worry. The textbook is open here also. So let's see. Okay. You can take this and try. थोड़ा practice करो. The mouse will work with you. Go up. Okay, pull it. These are your questions. Go a little bit more up. I mean, we have done those. Like, yeah, put it on, put it a little bit above. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Sorry, roll down. We are doing questions on transformations. Yeah, hold them here. Okay, and let me enlarge it a bit so that we can understand how to do it. Roll down a bit, bring it in the center of the screen. Try these from your own side. Shall we try these figures? See, these are easy to do. Shall we try this one? Okay, so hang on, I need to annotate now. Even if you annotate, this will go away. Okay, let's try do this. So how to do it? As I told you, this is one diagonal. So let me name this as A, name this as B, and name this as C. This is one diagonal, so exactly one diagonal. This should be my B double dash. Then this one diagonal, half one. So this should be my C double dash. A, one diagonal, two diagonal, half, one diagonal, two diagonal. So this is my A double dash. So my line would be try to do that Z alphabet on your own. Hey Sunika, समझ में आया कि नहीं? Or else just nodding head. You got it? मेरे को ये तीन चाहिए. I am not bothered about the other ones. अश्मिता मैडम, ठीक है ना? ये तीन चाहिए, ये तीन करो. Yes, sir.
I think it is 11th one.
Oh, 11, 12 में चले गए आप लोग. चलो.
Yeah, sir.
ये एरो बनाया, एरो.
Yes.
Z. हाँ. Go ahead. This will not work now because we are on annotation mode. Try to do it, Kirtan. Will it roll? Just hold on. Roll. No shits. Now roll. 11.
Yes.
11 they've asked you to
So write down the equation of the line.
write down the.
This rectangle.
Go ahead. Reflected 11 में तो reflection कहाँ दिखाई दे रहा है? Don't you see this? There is this as well as this. So what should be the equation of the line? Try to think.
Y is equal to x.
Can you no, y equal to x will always pass through origin. Can you identify, first of all, can you identify the two symmetrical figures?
Yeah.
What are the two symmetrical figures? Two triangles I can see.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Y equal to x plus 4. Yeah. X plus 2. So if you see, again, I am annotating it now. So let me point out. So this is my one triangle. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And that is the other triangle. So your line will be actually passing.
Oh. Okay, sir.
Now try to see whether you are okay or not. Okay, let's check. One diagonal